live? I believe we are live. Yes, we are live. So I'm gonna repeat the tasks that we want to do today. I'm gonna port this example here of the Raylib with assets to our stuff. And then you have two things. You have the lore improvement and the modeling on Postgres on how we're gonna do the maps. You already have the idea of using the tiles, and we're gonna use that.
Yeah, I will.
So playing with
If I
Zig
can get my key working, that would be nice.
to the key. Oh, GitHub to make.
Yeah, like I don't know why my cryptographic key
Okay, I
isn't
changed the
working.
title of the stream. Maninho, I know you're using your mobile data. If you have to drop and have some offline Zig time, feel free to have that fun.
Okay.
That's let's freaking go. So I made things pretty close to done. So let's go to character, and there is a thing going on in here. Yeah, selection. So I said that if you click on it, you're gonna go to nothing. You're gonna go to the main screen. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that to spawn. Did I have spawn? I do have spawn, actually. Where am I using that? Let's go to the main loop. This is not where the main loop lives. This is one. Okay, so I call this spawn for some reason. Let's change this to join. And let's go to user login. Probably there's a spawn here. Let's put login there. And now we're gonna have spawn. Now we're gonna have spawn. Cool. So let's think now. I'm gonna pick this as a boilerplate. Well, actually, everything. So this is gonna be the file that we're gonna join a world. That's cool. So spawn. You receive the game state, and that's it. So maybe the first thing is actually to not have anything here, I guess. There. There's only one problem that I actually really don't know how to fix.
And
So
here
Marinho,
comes our favorite Erlanger. Here.
yeah, but today is more like Postgres and Zig. I'm sorry, Vinicius. Marinho, I have a question
What's
for you.
up? Okay.
So I just noticed that before going to the main game loop, which is the one that we already are, right? Because this is in the switch case on the client .zig file, we need to set up a bunch of crap. How can we make this setup, but like because I cannot just do this here, right? Because it's gonna reset every time because this is gonna be reloaded each frame. Agree on that?
Yeah, if you need to do a setup and you can't do it inside of the frame because it needs to persist between frames, you just pull it out and put it somewhere else that's not in the function scope, I guess.
Hmm. Okay, I have a proposal. What if we put the camera inside the state of the game?
I mean, it makes sense because the where the camera is part of the game state. It impacts what you can see, right?
Yeah. So let's put the camera inside the game state. That's cool. Let's do that. So, oh, I should change the name of this, by the way. I forgot to do that in the PR. But, well, let's make a to do here. Change the name and maybe even the location of this. Okay. Um, so, so let's put the camera here. Let's put a camera. What is the type of this? I'm gonna guess that it's camera dot raylib dot camera, and this is gonna be initially this, initially that. And then we have the camera position stuff. The camera position stuff. So let's do the following. Let's do the following. Ooh, but we don't have a constructor for this guy. We don't have a constructor. This is the constructor init. So I think I'm gonna have to have well, that's okay. I'm gonna remove that. So I'm gonna make well, I don't know, const camera, and then I'm gonna say that this has this type here. Cool. And then I'm gonna grab all this code and put it here. And camera position and blah. So this is vector 3. I'm gonna assume that Zig type inference is gonna work there. So probably something like this. This is the target. Which, by the way, we're gonna have to discuss what the heck is gonna be the camera angle on this stuff. And we're also gonna have to figure out how to glue the camera to the character. Uh, that camera up vector, rotation towards target. Camera field of view Y. We're gonna also have to understand all these things. That. And the projection is camera perspective. And then we're gonna say camera equals camera. Camera equals camera. Cool. Then we have the resources. We're gonna load the model. Then we're gonna put that as a texture.
Man, this lore will end up crazy.
That's cool. Crazy lore is cruel. So I noticed that there is a difference between an OBJ file and a PNG file. So what is the difference? Do you know? Magetta.
What? Sorry?
When you pass an OBJ file, you only have the geometry information?
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Well,
So
you have the geometry and you have the normal pointers as well.
Yeah, but you have to deal with the texture separately.
The vectors. You're gonna have to deal with the texture, yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I mean, it's not that complicated. Like, when
No,
you
it's
get an
not.
object, you just, you see, you just load the texture and append it to the object.
I guess that makes more sense from an artistic point of view, because that means that you don't have to care about the geometry only when you were drawing your stuff.
Not sure if it's that the reason, but when you are like, imagine if you do a ball, right? You can have the same object in many other different textures, right? You just swap the texture. So it's to give you flexibility.
I see. Okay, so there is a thing called the model, and then there's a bounding box. So I'm understanding that this is the hitbox. There's a hitbox. That's cool. So now comes the question, when should we do this? I have a feeling that for testing purposes, we should do this before going to the new game state. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way. Sure. So I have a. So let's put test obj, and let's say that it's a model, but it can be in this, and let's say that this is initially null. Then when you select to go to the spawn of the game, we're gonna load your stuff. Uh, I don't care about the bounce for now, so I'm gonna jump over this. Okay, so this entire if we're not gonna have because I don't care about dropping files at the moment. Get ray collision. So is this ray casting then? Does anybody know if ray collision is ray casting?
Don't even know what recasting is.
Ray casting is this. Ray. Do you know Doom?
Well, I know Doom.
Yeah. So Doom uses ray casting to do this thing here. You see this guy like rotating here?
Yeah, so
This
it's
is
the field view.
yeah, but you notice that it is actually respecting the boundaries of the other objects, like the yellow part.
By the way, now that I'm thinking about it, we could do this as well,
Well,
like a
now
first
I know
person.
how because Zozin did a 7-hour stream doing it.
What do you think? Would that be easier, harder?
I think that's gonna be harder because having this thing working right now and just moving the camera with WASD and having a character moving here and then fixing the camera on top of it, I think it's gonna be way easier than doing
Yeah, that
raycasting.
makes sense.
But this is
And I
surprisingly
think,
not
and I think in
impossible.
terms of, I think in terms of assets too, it's much more convenient to find assets and scale them to one tile.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know if it's any. Yeah, never
yeah.
mind. I think
But
it
that,
would be
but
some.
but it's very interesting the math that the people developed to make this thing happen. It's very interesting.
I remember I did when I was on graphical computing at uni. Uh, we did. Man, is it my impression or when you switch the tab, it the FPS like dropped to zero? Is that it?
I
Like
have
switch the tab.
switched the tab.
Just wait a bit. No, go back. Ah,
9.
that's interesting.
Okay, so well, that may kind of make sense. I don't want that thing using resources if I'm not in
Yeah,
that
but
tab.
it's intelligent, right? That's what I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, we're gonna have to remember to do this, Marinho. Okay, that's where we're gonna leak a bunch of memory. But okay. Uh, so I don't care about the bounds. I don't care about yeah, but I will disable the cursor. So let's say disable. I don't know. Yeah, so disable cursor. Disable cursor. And we're gonna go to here. That's cool. So let's load a model. I need a model. Do you have a model for me, Magetta?
I don't think I do.
Cool. Game state test model. I'm
I
gonna
saw a
say.
website that was full of them, but I didn't
I have
download
the
them.
link of that website. And I also gonna have to have a texture. Okay, so we should start to think how is the best way to approach this? Because if we just start inlining all the assets here, this state is gonna be unmanageable. So how should we approach that? How should we approach that?
You can download the teapot object file.
Oh, nice. If you can send the link, that would help as well.
Okay.
So texture.
Let's see if I can find a texture. Give me a sec.
Um, so I have a texture. Texture 2D actually. 2D. It's kind of crazy. So I'm assuming that this thing is basically being flipped. How can the texture be 2D but this is a 3D object?
Because it's gonna fold the normal. Uh, like it has a bunch of each face
Oh,
of the thing has a.
oh, I see.
Do you recall like the orthogonal pointers? Not pointers. How do you say that?
Or
Vectors.
yeah, I kind of remember those.
So you have one that is like perpendicular Not
Ah,
perpendicular. Sorry. Uh, yeah, perpendicular. I think to the surface, and then that's to reflect the light, right, of the
oh,
that hits it.
okay, that's very interesting.
So
Didn't know
like
that.
if you look at assets from like Minecraft, let's say, they're all flattened, right? Because basically you can fold the different positions using the vectors because you know exactly where they end, where they start.
Mm,
Each face.
okay. So yeah, it's kind of amazing, like during university, how freaking underwhelming linear algebra was, and then you start doing real programming, everything comes back. It's kind of weird.
Which
Uh,
is interesting because I think you can load arbitrarily sized. Like you can pick any PNG, I believe, and load them. So you can
but
put like Wario
yeah,
and
but
load in a teapot.
wouldn't that look like shit if it's not appropriate?
Yes, very likely. Yes. I'll try to load this. Let's see. Let me pick a Wario PNG or garlic. I love garlic.
um, Ooh, I also remember that there's a problem with this thing. That's why I made this file. So we're gonna have to make some functions, boys. So let's put model and let's put model file. Well, I'm gonna just copy this for now. Um, and let's put model here and say that this is a model file path and this is gonna return that. So we have an allocator which I don't really remember. Oh, this is because of string nonsense. I remember. So do you find it? Oh, there are messages in the chat. Let me check. Oh, the teapot obj. Okay, thank you.
I mean, this website it kind of sucks because you have to make a. It's slow and you have to like register. Some of them you have to buy.
Yeah, I understand. I
I
understand the
just want
problem.
a
Let me open this and keep it
like
in
the
here.
website is free 3D, but well, stuff on it is not free. So make of that.
uh, and we're gonna load the stuff. Okay, this leads me to believe that I can probably make this generic for everybody, which is cool. So this is the model one, and we're also gonna have a texture one. What is there? Is there a texture 3D then, or only 2D? If you can fold.
I think as far as I know, textures are just 2D.
Okay.
There's no
Uh,
reason for them to be 3D.
yeah, this code sucks. I need
Mm-mm.
to. Hmm.
Okay, I found a watermelon. Do you want it?
Sure. A teapot with an watermelon. That's gonna look fun. So
I need
make
to register
all
him.
these functions
And isn't
generic.
there like a free website, like free as in freedom, you know?
I have no idea. Make all these functions generic, passing a lambda for the predicate as validation for each file type. Cool. So now I can go back to here, and then instead of doing all this nonsense here, I can just do assets model and then pass the teapot. Cool. And then here I can do the same with the texture, and it's gonna be so watermelon. Cool. And then that, and then that, and then this. Okay, so I just need the files at this moment, aside from the teapot.
Let me get a garlic. Sec. I
I
think I can
will
download now.
I will put the
This
teapot in the
model is free. Thank
folder.
you. Can you check if Raylib loads FBX as well?
What is the name? F what?
FBX.
Raylib. Oh, okay, Reddit. I believe not. I think you can import FBX into Blender and export to. Uh,
Okay, so I would need to export. Okay, GLB,
Wait, I think there is written here. OBJ,
oh, no.
GLTF, IQ.
GLTF. Yeah, okay, perfect. GLTF.
Okay, but there's more though. IQM, Vox, M3D.
Okay, GLTF is easier because I've seen it
Awesome,
multiple places.
awesome. So let me go.
Okay,
Lyceum
it even
client
has the
test.
textures. Perfect, Linus. Perfect. Okay, here's the garlic. Try to load this with the texture.
Wait, are you passing me an? Oh, you're passing me an object file.
Yeah, I'm sending you actually a GLTF plus the texture, so you can try
Mm,
loading.
okay, so the GLTF is definitely here. So let's put that in the correct
And
folder.
by the way, the author must be credited, so we can commit this if you plan to commit it.
I plan to commit. So there is a folder called texture in it, and there's three things in there. Which one should I pick? Wait, there's a metallic roughness garlic? What? What the heck is
Uh,
this? What is this?
yeah, yeah, that's right. I think, yeah, that's right. I think it's one of the layers, right? It probably has multiple.
No, 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 but there are three files. The texture needs only one. I'm gonna pick them normal for now.
So I sent here. This is the link I got. Oh, I sent twice.
Okay.
There's a pizza as well.
Okay.
Oh, there's a chicken tender.
So let's rename this to garlic. Garlic. And let's name this garlic texture probably. So garlic texture. Okay. Now garlic GLTF. Garlic. Okay, cool. And
You
then we
have
need
lighting already?
what?
Do you have light? Like a source of light?
Haven't tested that yet.
You probably will need that. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
can't see
we
anything.
probably will need that. No, but I think the tutorial set the brightness to 100. Okay, so we are loading the model, we are loading the texture, we are saving that into our game state, we are disabling the cursor because we don't want a mouse with the camera for now, and we are immediately saying go to the spawn game scene, and the spawn game scene will go to this function here, which is actually not true. I need to go here and I need to do this, and I'm gonna make spawn, and then we're gonna make game spawn. So I need game. So game, let's say game main.zig. Awesome. So now we're gonna go there. Now, where is the tutorial? Here. So okay, we are set it up. The setup it should be very close to done. Then we need to update the camera. We need to update the camera. hmm So let's do that. So the first thing that we do is to make the camera updated probably using the mouse, I believe, maybe. Uh, this, and this is probably a constant. Camera first person. We'll see, we'll see. Uh, Next up, we're not gonna do this. Neither this, because we don't have the bounding boxes for now, the hitbox. And now we're gonna draw, believe it or not. So we need to go into begin 3D mode. Is that it? I can't believe this. It's just like 6 lines of code. Done. Huh. I don't know if I believe that, but okay. Um, so let's see. Begin drawing. You need the camera. That's okay. Here's your camera. You need the model. So let's give you the model. So state this. You need a position. So we're gonna make the position be the center. We're gonna make the position be the center. So const position, and you're gonna see that this is vector 3, and then you're gonna have to do it. Ooh, I forgot to do that before. Probably it's gonna error out. That's okay. So this is probably X. This is probably Y, and this is probably Z. That's probably Z. So the position is there. We're gonna pass a floating point, and we're gonna use the white color. So how do you do colors again? It's every time. Every time I forget how the heck do you do colors. Uh, and then we're gonna draw a grid apparently. Drawing a grid. And drawing a grid. And that's it. That's it. I don't have to handle the mouse. Huh. Why? Hmm. Begin drawing. That's okay. So I don't have to handle the mouse.
Well, you don't
Hmm.
need the mouse to render stuff. You just need it in the demo to control the camera.
Oh, it's how I do. This is the how I why it knows that I can use my mouse to do the camera. I see. Okay, compilation error time. Let's go. So I forgot to remove some F's. Go away. Next one. And this is wrong. This is 100% wrong. So we're just gonna do that. Next. So character. Mm, mhm. Uh huh. Of course. I keep forgetting, man. I every time.
Yeah, that's an ass move.
Use of undeclared RL. Oh, I need raylib here. Cool. Actually, I don't even have a raylib there. So where is my raylib? Uh, oh no, it's in here. So go to the state. Uh, raylib there. Next up. I forgot to change the name of variables. As always, pretty much. Texture file path, and you also texture file path, model file path. Uh, Struct missing a field, position. That's cool. Position. Oh, okay. So it's kind of what I said. So this, boom, 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 bam, and then that. It's probably gonna error out, but let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, so in here we're gonna have to do this. That's very annoying though. Marinho, do you know? Like, I think you answered this before, but you cannot just be positioned on these things, right?
What do you mean?
When you're creating a struct with some fields, if you created try to create a struct without passing the names of the fields, it doesn't use the positions that they are declared in the struct declaration, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Um, well, I can see the motivation why, but at the same time, it makes it port C code harder. So there's that. Has no member camera perspective. Okay, so it's time to do a grep. So Raylib Zig. Do you remember? Oh, this is the one, right? This is the one. Ah, I keep forgetting also. I need to be logged in to use the grep for some reason, so let's grep. I want camera perspective. Um, oh wow, it is in caps. Perspective. Oh, so it's inside another thing.
Man, you know one thing that I find particularly now I need to rant. I'm sorry guys, but I need to do this.
Well, just be careful because we're recording.
No, it's fine. One thing that I think I totally agree with Luke Smith and I hate on the modern internet is how you search any garbage on any search engine. And then it's basically just BBC, CNN, Reuters. Like, man, just show me the stuff. I don't care for what the media is talking. I don't care for like these random journalists are saying and giving their opinion. I don't value their opinion as garbage. Like, just please let me see the thing. That's it. Like, just let me see like independent bloggers showing the information. I don't care. I don't want to fund these people. And then you go to YouTube. I'm talking about the Olympics today, right? So I got interested to see the opening, and then I said, okay, let me see what different, how different it was, right? Then I googled it, and then I can just see like news, and then there is a tab specifically on Google for news, right? If you want news, you click on that tab, and it should just show that stuff. Why is it on the web search? Like, I want to see blogs, I want to see people talking like organically. I don't want to see like bot generated crap from big corporations. I hate this, man. The internet is flooded with garbage. Like, you search a recipe today, that's the point that Luke Smith made, and I totally agree. You search for like a recipe, like, oh, I want to make a garlic soup, I was searching for this, and then I was only saved on this because I opened YouTube and I saw a woman doing a garlic soup, right? But why is YouTube the only thing that's not infested? Because it's actually people, like, it's hard for you to mechanize content on YouTube, right? If it's very specific. So at least there's people doing stuff, like doing real stuff. If you search for like a garlic soup in text, man, you're gonna find all sorts of stuff, but the garlic soup. That pisses me off, man. Like, you search, oh, garlic soup was eaten in Europe back in the blah blah blah. I mean, I don't care for the story of a garlic soup. I just want the damn garlic soup recipe. Please give me that. That's it. Anyway, rant is over.
Ranting.
And I hope this gets recorded.
It is. It
The
is.
world needs to know.
So I'm having a
Did
problem.
Looksmith or somebody else in that circle actually specifically make a website for recipes in response to that?
Yes, they did, which is just exactly what everyone needs, which is just a damn website without JavaScript trash that you just have the recipe and that's it, and a photo of the recipe. Plain HTML. Beautiful. That's how the web should be. Man, I agree. Like the web is doomed. Like and almost just ditching these stupid search engines. They're useless. You search stuff and it's just redirecting to whatever they think is important or they get paid to advertise. It's just absurd, man. Like tell me a recipe, Lemus, that you like.
I think recipe is a bad example because I can find a lot of programming things using search engines, man.
Because it's hard to mechanize programming garbage. It's specific, right? But if it's something
Try
like
to find a pão de queijo recipe.
I'll give one example. Like I when Trump got the assassination attempt,
Wow, that
I
went
just
far.
I
Fast.
just I just yeah, but that's like one example that happened nowadays, right? So I heard of it and then I said, okay, what the heck is happening? And I just wanted to see the moment of the thing happening. I just wanted that. And then I searched for it, and there was just a bunch of like journalists saying, "Oh, Trump gonna attempt murder, blah blah. Oh, assassination attempt of ex-president Trump, blah blah blah," and a bunch of like comments and commentaries about a thing that I just wanted to see for myself. I don't care for the extensive commentaries that people might make of the extremism, blah blah blah. Man, I don't care. Just show me the fact.
that's
You don't care for
that's
the
fair.
NPC dialogue. You just want to see the clip of the thing
NPC
happening.
dialogue. Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Uh, Man,
It's
Mario, I need your help, man.
I'll stop
Okay.
you.
There is the well, you can continue later, Maggot. It's just because I'm blocked here.
No, no, no
So
problem.
this thing here is a value of an enum, okay?
Okay.
And it is showing on the raylib.zig file inside the raylib.zig project dependency that we are using.
Okay.
I'm not able to get it, man. Like when I do raylib dot the value of the one of the available values of the enum, it says it has no memory disk. And then if I put the enum name camera projection according to the source file, now it says that it has oh, but that's because I'm stupid. Okay, camera. Then it says enum raylib camera projector has no member named camera perspective, but it does according to the. Or am I writing it wrong? Camera
That might
underscore
be it.
perspective. No, man, I am writing it correctly. What the heck? Oh, this is a thing. So I need to do this, I guess? No. Huh.
And actually, no. You need.
How is this wrong though? Because I remember that when we were doing our enums, we did something with dots.
If you just do dots and the enum tag, as long as the destination type is specified, it will figure out the correct type.
Yeah, but it's
So
not
like
working. We need this to work. What the heck?
really dot camera projection.
Like I don't.
Well,
Well, I can show you actually. Let me show you because you are using your phone. Uh, no, that's not what I want. Here, here. You see? Inside raylib.zig, there's a camera, enum called camera projection with camera perspective here. What am I doing wrong?
mm, I think you may have missed. Um, RL is
IL is raylib, just raylib, which I'm assuming is this file, which has more than like 15k lines.
okay. Hmm, that's kind of weird.
11461. So 11461. Yeah, it's still here in the master branch.
Client
I don't really understand what.
RL is import raylib.
Can I just put 0 for now? Does that work?
You would need to coerce the type, but it should work because the number is actually defined explicitly in the
Oh,
enum definition.
yeah, it's saying here expected type raylib camera projection found comp time int. But I cannot use the correct thing, so
You can do there's a built-in that lets you convert. I
yeah,
think it's enum from int or something like that.
yeah, but shouldn't we do it correctly? Like I don't see. Like this needs to mean that I am not. It's not inside raylib at all. It needs to be inside something else.
Uh, that projection has an explicit type, right, in the struct definition.
That projection has a specific type.
The projection field, I mean, that you were trying to initialize, right?
Yeah.
You can just get rid of the RL dot camera projection. Just do like dot camera perspective all caps. No, you need to get rid of the RL and also of the camera projection. Just have the tag, the bare tag with a dot in front of it.
No. Are we stupid? Like,
Well, the
oh,
answer is
maybe this
yes.
was not implemented in the version of the thing, right? That's a
Because
possibility.
it might be. We're in version 5.0 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So we would need to go to the thing and check. Maybe it was not implemented, but it was the last commit was six months ago. That doesn't.
Actually, I don't think that's the right raylib zig. It's raylib dash zig.
Oh, raylib dash zig. I think it's this one. Oh, it's not this one. Okay, let's cheat. Let's go
Dude, there's
here.
a link.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, there.
cheat. Let's cheat. Oh, actually, it is in. Well, I think I saw it before, but it's okay. So, oh fuck, I need the grep. So let's try to find what the heck is going on. So camera perspective. Aha. Okay. So apparently I was kind of right. So you need to do camera projection, but it is indeed not this. It is this perspective.
You do realize you can just do.
What?
Huh.
It didn't work. It didn't work at all. Okay, so am I writing things wrong? Oh, yes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, so by the way, you can just get rid of the rl.camera perspective because you already specified the type of the projection field. So
Yeah.
if you just do dot camera perspective, it will figure out the correct type from the
Okay, so
struct
very
definition.
conveniently, this Zig library for Raylib, it has an example using the camera and the 3D stuff, which is kind of weird. Wow. So do we have camera first something in here? First. Oh yeah. So here you do camera mode. Oops. Oops again. Um. Oh, this
Huh,
is
my
not a
internet's
model.
back, apparently.
That's good. That's very good. No field name test model inside game state. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean? Oh, I call this test obj. Hmm, that is wrong. Test obj texture test model. It's a test model. Oh, I see the problem. I freaking see the problem. So I believe that means that we need to do if test model is not null, then we're gonna do that. Does that work for you, Mr. Zig? It doesn't. Marinho, are you there?
I am, yes.
So how do I forgot. How can I tell Zig to do to make the new thing, like the optional? I'm already checking here, but that's not enough. That is not enough. I forgot how to
You
do
have to
that.
do you have to do if the value and then you capture with the pipes after the
Mm.
parentheses of the if.
Oh, that is true. So you do
And
model
then
here. Yeah.
that's a very crazy type signature.
Yeah, expected type Raylib.model found something else. So I have no idea what happened there.
Oh, I think I do actually. Go back to the error message real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, that's an error union. You're missing.
I
You
might.
expected an optional, but that function actually returns an error
Oh,
union. You have
no,
to do a
no.
try.
Yeah, no, I need to do to try twice. Here and here. That is indeed correct. So, optional type does not support field access.
Right, you need to unwrap the optional to get at the underlying value because it may be null.
That is true. That is true. But I can do something interesting. I can say model and then doing this thing, doing that. Which I'm not really sure if this can be a const. I feel that it can't. Then I should be able to do game state test model. Not that. Ah, this is model. And then here I can just do sort of like this. Not entirely sure. Root of struct raylib has no member named material map diffuse. Material map diffuse. So let's search in the source code. So material. Cool. So I need to search in the entire repo. So let's search. Material map diffuse. Material map diffuse. Hmm. That is very interesting, I guess. Yeah, it's just what's the convention there? Sometimes these people like to use like non-caps. Sometimes they do like caps. Kind of weird. Expected type U size found U Raylib material map index. Uh, what? What?
Oh, it's because that's an indexing operation. You need an actual number there.
Yeah, but it seems to me that this should be a constant, like a number. At least according to the tutorial, it seems to be the case. Look, See here? Actually, not that. Where am I doing that stuff? Oh, here. Okay, so model.material0 maps, and then you do that, and then you do dot texture. So it seems that inside there's a map. So how do we index a map in Zig?
Actually, that's probably a an array or a slice.
Yeah,
Because
but
if it was an actual hash map, it would need to use a function call to grab the value.
yeah, but this is in the types. It's saying it's a material map index uh, in the code, right? In the code, it's
You,
saying that.
well, you can try doing an int from enum and see if that works.
So you do built-in, right? So int from enum. So what exactly is a material map index in Zig? Well, we can hold that question a bit. Boom, 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 and it crashed.
Of course. Yeah, that's probably not
Oh, wait, what?
what happened.
What is this?
We got a seg fault apparently.
No, we did, but I think the object that Magetta gave me requires more than one texture.
I'll be right back.
So what happens if you have a model that needs more than... Yeah, now what? So that's a problem, bud. So GL Raylib. Hmm. So we can see that. That's crazy. I want code, brother. Brothers, where's my code? Um, so this is C, and that's okay, but it's not explaining to me how do I load a texture if it requires more than one. Do you happen to know, Magetta, if GLTF is like an animation format file?
I think you can embed animation on it, but I think it's mainly just the object. After all, it's just garlic. Like, what is there
HDR.
to animate on a garlic?
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. The thing that you are trying to, the thing that you gave me, that thing is trying to find all the textures, all the three files. I cannot. It's not only like pick one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You need to pass all three, but I don't really know how to do that. So how exactly? How can I do that? How can I do that? So, hmm. Um. So, yeah. How do you do that? So, is there anything like texture? Texture. No.
Oh man, there's now coaching for programmers.
Well, there's many.
Um, No, man, you don't get the kind of coaching I'm talking about.
GLTF.
I'm talking about like the kind of cringe Brazilian coaching,
Oh,
like like quantum coaching, this kind of stuff.
quantum.
Yeah, like
That's a new one.
I had never seen quantum coaching.
No. Man, I
Oh
think we're
man,
gonna have to not. We're gonna have to go back to OBJ for today because we're gonna have to discover how the heck you do
I just
the.
tried the teapot, man. Who cares?
No, but then the texture's gonna be hilarious, man. Because
Ah, it doesn't matter. Put Wario in the teapot, whatever.
so teapot OBJ.
Here, I'll send you a PNG of Wario.
So let's try. Let's try to load that stuff. So I'm gonna pick this. There it is. There.
Looks horrible.
Yeah, I need to make it bigger. I have no idea how to make it bigger though.
Try this year. Give me a sec.
I think you lost the moment. But okay. But
Okay,
it
I can
worked.
use.
But it did work. So we have the map.
Get this image here and try to load it.
How much time that took? Almost an hour. Cool. Um, yeah, but this was surprisingly easy. Holy fuck.
I think. Let me see if I can convert F4J. Give me a sec. Mix run Blender.
Yeah, but we also need to discover how to make the model bigger. Probably there's a
Oh,
function.
probably just scale the
Yeah,
thing, right?
probably there's a function in Raylim. It's so fucking nice that people had the idea of, man, we don't have Google, but we have this. Like, at least this. Like, this is doing so much better than a lot of documentation. So let's search for functions that involve models. So how can I scale a model? So draw model. Oh, there is a way. Oh, it is this thing. It is this number here. So let's put 3. Let's see how big of a teapot can we have here. So this and then that. Let's pick this and then that. Okay, the texture is definitely wrong, but well, we're not perfect. So let's put 7. I think 7 is gonna be big enough. Pick this guy.
Isn't it
Oh
better to
yeah.
disable the screen so you can test?
Wait, what?
Isn't it better to disable the screen so you can test?
Disable.
Like the logging stuff.
Oh, you mean going directly there?
Yeah, disable it. So otherwise you're gonna go crazy.
Uh, that's a good idea. How can I make that happen?
And then I think we just write some scripts just to dump to a file like position, number, and then you do some keys. I don't know, I to increase and O to decrease. You know, like the scale, so you can get the correct uh,
Yeah,
assets to
I
be
have
made.
a better idea for now. So we're gonna make a function called prepare. Actually, go to spawn. Go to spawn. This thing will receive the game state as a
I'm back
special.
and I'm on my PC now.
That's cool.
Okay, you are on Linux, right? We can tell.
Then we do this
Yes.
thing. Then we do that. And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to where I was. So where is spawn? Yeah. And then here, instead of doing all of this, we're gonna just do go to spawn, and we're gonna pass the game state there. But then Magetta is right. We should not have to do this every time. So I'm gonna go to the client to the client thing, and I'm gonna say
Okay, I can load the garlic lemons. Let me
game
export.
state scene. I'm gonna go directly to spawn. But to do this, I need to first be able to load the assets. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to character and I'm gonna call the function character go to spawn, and then I'm gonna pass the game
Here,
state.
try this now, Lemos.
One moment, please, sir. Oops. And then we're also gonna do that. Spawn. That should speed things up quite a bit. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see the menu for a split of a second, and then it's gonna vanish. Let's see if this works. And it doesn't, of course, because I forgot the the thing. I forgot the thing. So there's no. That's not how you do. Oh, I need to pass it as a pointer, of course. Of course. Error is ignored. This can error out. Sure. Error is also ignored. Go try. Oh yeah. Oh, my mouse is kind of screwed, but I jumped all the steps. So now I'm gonna go to your thing. So which thing should I download? There's more than one thing here. Okay, so there's a garlic obj now, which apparently it should be able to not require multiple stuff. So let's give it a try. So what does that mean? That means I need to go here and put garlic here. Oops. Oh, actually that was better, but it's very tiny garlic. So probably double this. Actually more. Let's put 21.
A very tiny garlic. Is it garlic junior?
There.
Try
You
loading
have.
the texture now. See if it works.
I'm already using the one of the textures.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm using probably the normal one.
That's weird. Shouldn't it load with the white stuff, the white coating?
Can you see where where in the place that you found this object file, well, GL whatever in the textures? Do you have examples of visualization of this thing?
If I have examples of what?
Do you visualization? Is the website showing you what's supposed to look like?
I sent here. Check it out.
You sent here.
Go up. There is a link there.
Scroll up. Oh. Oh. So it's very fancy. So now the question is, which thing? So there's the base color, which is this. Then there's this, and then there's the normal. Oh, we are using this one. The worst one.
I think each one of them adds something.
Yeah, but then we need to discover how to load more than one. How can we do that? How can we load more than one? How can we load more than one? There is something inside the model called materials. Huh. So I have an idea. I have an idea. Which I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's try. We're here to experiment. So if I go back and go here, let's go back to the other thing, GLTF nonsense.
I'll be right back.
Uh, I wonder how many materials do we have? How many materials do we have? I wonder how many. So let's put all this stuff there. So now I have all of them in there. And now let's call this texture base. And let's just say that we're gonna do base material, base color. And I'm gonna assume that metallic. Do you think that's gonna work, Mario? I have no idea.
I don't know.
PNG, and this is normal. So normal. So now, what should we do? I'm gonna just guess. So, oops. Um, and then I'm gonna assume that when you load the model, it allocates the stuff. Metallic, normal, and then we're gonna just do that. So let's queue this. Oops. Let's queue that, and let's run it again. And it crashed. It crashed phenomenally. Okay, so there are two problems. There are two problems. First, what's this? And there's also a scene file.
Hmm.
I don't really understand how that works. Hmm. GLTF. So GLTF really example. The problem is that apparently everybody else does. No. Oh, there's a Haskell package for it, of course. so, so, so,
Welcome
so,
back,
so, so.
Magritta.
What? Sorry, Marinho?
Welcome back, Magritta.
Tadaima.
Tadaima.
Have you heard of the seven antediluvian sages?
Seven antediluvian sages.
So, okay, in case you guys didn't notice, seven is a number that occurs everywhere, right?
Really?
In human myths.
Oh,
Yes, it
So,
does.
so think about it. Every culture in the world has some representation with the sacred, with seven. So you have in India the seven rishis, I think, if I'm not mistaken. You have the seven sages of Greece. That they're actually just philosophers, but that represents the impetus of the ancient Greece thought, right? The cosmology. Um,
scene.
you have the seven uh, Mesopotamian, uh, in the Mesopotamian religion, on the Epic of Gilgamesh, you have the seven sages, right, as well. In the beginning of the time, pre the idea of the flood. And it's also bizarre because the tale of the flood that is on the Bible, the Noah, the Ark of Noah, uh, some variation of that story is accounted by every population in the world. Even the Brazilian natives, they had an account for that thing. Just give me a sec.
So, okay, so I have bad news and good news. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So PNG, it doesn't support JPEG. I wanna die.
Well, it does actually.
No, it doesn't. Well, my pronunciation was wrong. It's JPEG that it doesn't support. This is a lot of work to not.
Dude, just rename. Just get rid of the E.
That's not how that works, bruh. That's not how that works. So let's attempt something very weird. I hope this binary does not use this as the source
Dude,
file.
JPEG with an E and without the E, they are both extensions for the same format.
I'm very sure that that's not the case, Marinho. One of them is 2000 version and the other one is the older version. Uh, so I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. But let's try. Oops. So let's try.
Yeah, no, they actually are the same thing.
Uh, I hope I'm wrong then. Let's see. Okay, less yours.
I'm back and continuing about 7. Think of the days of the week, right? We develop different calendars in the different representations of a week, but a week is the arbitrary measure of time that we have.
Yeah.
I remember like when I said this on a meeting, a random Indian said, uh,
Okay, be careful. We are recording.
"Yeah, I'm not saying anything," but some guy right from India said, "I know this is just math," and I asked him, "Okay, what's the math of 7 days in a week?" And then, like, he couldn't answer because, well, what the heck does that mean? Uh,
Well, if you take the lunar cycle, which is approximately 28 days, and you divide it by 4, you get 7.
oh, why
But
divide by
why
4?
divide by 4? Yes.
Because of the moon, right? You can say, but well, that's an uneven measure if you track on most calendars. It is correct because we track on our 12 months on the Gregorian calendar, right? But if you pick like the Julian calendar, then things just change, although it's less precise, right? Uh,
Oh, I know the problem. I am being stupid. This is the one that matters. And the answer is still no.
but here's the point, right? That I think is interesting. Uh, People like there are some people like Graham Hancock that he's gnostic. I don't subscribe to most of the stuff he says, but I think he has a point on saying on raising the doubt that civilization is actually older than people expect. Because I think it's too stupid to claim that like a civilization just backs to the like a 5000 BC or something like that around that time. Well, like with the discovery of the Gobekli Tepe and all of this monuments. Uh, why do I say this? Because like what he argues, I think it makes his argument weaker. So I wouldn't argue in that term. But
No.
okay, now
So
you just
it's
need to make it fixed, right? It's just following the mouse.
no, but it's white. The textures are completely
Oh,
nude.
you're testing the
Oh,
texture?
yeah, I'm testing. Yeah, so my following the logs. Really, logs are so much better than what I'm used at work, man. But look at this. Apparently, the thing that you found, it's smart enough to tell the function that it should load the textures like in one go. I don't need to do this separately.
Hmm?
I don't really understand how it knows that.
Could it be that the file has a? But you renamed the file. That makes no sense.
Yeah, but another thing, the GPJ is the only one that is failing. You see, because like the base material metallic roughness, it is being loaded successfully, and the
No,
data loaded, and this
it
is
says
saying data
there.
format not supported.
Yeah, probably Relib doesn't support
No, but
JPEG.
it does according to the README here.
Huh.
So
But here's the question. Go back there. Does that support JPEG to load in the screen or to load it on a texture? Those are two different things.
Oh, I don't know about that then.
Like if it is to load as a menu, that makes sense why it's there, right? But if it means load as an asset, maybe not.
Yeah, so a couple of things. When you load the thing, it
As a
tries to
text
load
file.
this binary as well. I don't know how it tells Raylib to do that, but it does. And then it tries to load all the textures also. All the textures in one single go. That explains why in the tutorial of Raylib that I searched using this extension, there was no texture loading at all. So apparently this file format is it's supposed to provide everything in one shot, which is very very fucking convenient. If when it works. Right now it's not working. So why the JPEG one is failing? That's what I don't understand.
By the way, the Aztecs had a 13-day week.
That's what I
Ah,
don't understand.
So almost, which is funny, right? It's almost twice 7
but not
instead of
quite.
Mm,
14, right?
They are both prime numbers as well.
Man, do you know about perfect numbers? Marinho, like you must be into number theory. So you look like that kind of
I
person.
am. Number theory. Yeah. Perfect numbers are the ones where if you add up all the divisors, it results in the number itself, right?
Yes, you can factor the number, right? And it's you got the numbers that divide it perfectly, and then you sum them without it itself, and then you get the same number, right?
Yes. 6 is one of them.
okay, I need to stop you guys. Magetta, could you find the pizza
Okay.
one for me to test?
Could I find the what?
The pizza one. You said that there was a pizza one.
Ah, there is a pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm starting to think that the problem is the JPEG.
Oh, there's a pack of downloadable food. Do you want that? There's like a
The way that you
supermarket
said
outfit.
that was funny.
Oh, there's a burrito here. Get a burrito, Linus.
The
Oh,
problem is
you're a
that
hot color, so
if
you
they have
must
a
like
JPEG, we are
burritos.
fucked. That's my hypothesis. If they have the JPEG, that's not gonna fly for some reason. I don't really understand. My hypothesis is that this file here generated this binary, and the binary is still trying
Huh.
to load
It's
a
funny
JPEG.
because the base color right that you're trying to load of this guy, they're all JPEG. Uh,
Fuck.
can you try converting a JPEG to a PNG?
No, 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 but that's not gonna work. Because look at this. It was already like this. Oh my god, it was this, right?
Hmm.
Then Raylib said I cannot load that friend. Then Marinho told me that they are identical, and I thought these names meant something, but apparently they don't. So I just renamed to this. What's the problem? This file, GLTF, it is readable. So I did a grep here for JPEG, and I found this thing, JPEG. I found it here. So I changed it, right, to use the new name. The problem is that there is this binary file, and if the binary file is the one that generated from the original GLTF, we are fucked because in here there is a JPEG with an extra E.
This works. I think this works. Check it out. Strawberry cake, and this one is different.
Strawberry cake. Let's see. Like why? Like last time it was all medieval stuff. Today is food stuff.
Oh, here's the credits, by the way. Don't forget to edit, otherwise we might get food.
Okay, that's very interesting. So I'm gonna delete this stuff
Although
here.
we're not making money with it, but well,
Well, people people may hate us regardless. Ah,
yeah.
that. Yes. I'm gonna
There's
keep
a
the
bean
OBJ.
there instead. I think you can load a bean on the texture, right?
Yes, I think the Bing has the textures. That's my
Mm-hmm.
understanding. So let's delete. Yes. Yes. Let's keep the teapot. So now I'm gonna pick the files that you sent me. So there. Okay, cool. They are there. Now, now, what do we need to do? We need to do nothing actually, just load it. Ooh. Okay, that's probably not what you wanted. What the heck is this?
Huh.
You see the problem there?
It's
So
warped
apparently it's
and
supposed
twisted.
to. No, it is very wrong. It is very, very wrong. This is the cake. This is the
Yeah.
cake. So let's. Maybe I was inside the cake for some reason. So let's put, I don't know, 10. This doesn't seem like a cake to me, friends. I don't know about you guys, but this doesn't seem like a cake.
Yeah, that looks like alien architecture or something.
Doesn't seem like a cake, man. Ooh, indices data converted from U32 to U16. Possible loss of data.
I guess that kind of explains it.
But I'm not telling Raylib anything. Why is it casting to from U32 to U16? If I'm not telling Raylib anything. Let's search on the cheat thing. So, if I load a model, is there any observation here? Generated mesh,
Would it be too
compute.
childish if I bought a Kirby plush? A
Uh,
Kirby pillow?
No, Kirby's awesome.
It is awesome. Oh man, I just saw Kirby pillow. It looks awesome.
so we have a problem. Does that mean that we can only load assets using U16? That would suck. But why?
Well, what's happening now?
Yeah, so in here it said like I loaded the model, right? And then it's saying then, oh, that thing asked me to load the binary. I'm loading the binary. And then it's saying indices data converted from U32 to U16, possible loss of data. And then Marinho thinks, and I think as well, that this may be the explanation on why the cake looks like shit. The problem is, I'm not telling Raylib to do anything. I'm just calling a function. So how and why it is converting to U16? I don't understand. I don't understand. So there is a way to figure that out, but I don't really know. Okay, so Marinho, do you think it's fair to assume that in the Raylib thing of Zig, it's gonna be a struct, that thing, right?
Well, yes, probably.
So what if we go to Raylib Zig and we're trying to find the definition of that and see if the field has a U16 nonsense there. So I think that's a pretty good idea.
Sure.
So let's do pub const model equals struct. Yes, so where is my model? Where is my model? Ah, fuck me. Okay, this may take a while. Why is the searching so bad? Man, people need to improve search engines, man. Not only about the whole indexing of searches on like browsers, but in normal stuff. Like this is not an internet. It's just a bunch of files. Um,
I don't know if it's just me, but your screen looks frozen.
no, it is frozen. I'm doing that search in the other monitor.
Oh, okay.
But try to find it. Oh, okay, I found it. I found the C one. So there's nothing in the C one that tells me that it is 16. It's only 32. So it needs to be in a Zig file. So where is the thing? Okay, it needs to be here. So is this a limitation on our stuff on the library?
I really don't know. It might be.
That would be very sad, wouldn't it?
Let's see. Really.zig.
Oh, I found it.
Um,
I found it. It is an extern struct. Is extern Zig meaning that we are just using the C1?
Stern means that it has a somewhat defined layout, and it follows the C rules of how structs are laid out.
Yeah. Okay, but it's saying that it's using C ints. C ints are 32 bits, right?
I think so, yes.
So how are we getting U16?
That's a very interesting question.
How are we getting U16? I don't understand. I really don't understand. I'm very sad right now. Okay, so let's try to find another one. So what other food do you want, Mageta?
I can see what I can find. So wait, what didn't work? I don't follow.
The problem is the following. Well, the hypothesis is the following. Uh, Something is making the the model get the integers data converted from U32 to U16s. That is causing
Uh,
loss of data because you're basically cutting in half the amount of bits. So then the cake looks like
right.
shit, which makes sense. The problem is we don't know how are in how are we doing any of that because in the Raylib I'm just asking to load the model. I'm just doing that. Load the model.
So try loading instead. Here, orange soda.
So, whoops. So I'm very confused.
Try this because it's from the same author, right? So I want to know if it's a problem they're rendering.
I think it's very unlikely. Let's see.
Yeah.
All of them you like to use the same names, but okay. So let's delete this, delete that. Let's open this before. So is there anything that says 16? No. No. Yeah. Okay. Buy cake. So let's put that.
Who loves orange soda?
Yeah.
I prefer other kinds of soda, to be fair.
That was a reference.
Of course it was. So let's see what happens now.
I wonder
No,
what kind of reference that is. Oh, it loaded.
but it still looks like shit. I'm
I mean,
100.
no, that's exactly how it looks.
But we are losing bits. Look at there, the warning.
Hmm.
I don't understand. Is this a bug?
Possible logs of data. Yeah, but check it out. It actually looks here. I mean, it's more glossy than that, but I think it's because of the lighting.
What in the fuck, man?
You see?
Oh.
It just looks glossy, but that's the lighting reflecting.
Yeah, you can just change the
Oh.
material to get something like that, right? Or add a
Hmm.
light source or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but certainly the cake lost
they
visibility.
lost. You lost all of it.
It was a reference to a sitcom, by the way, called Kenan and Kel.
Man, what the heck, man?
That's very old. Okay, now we should discover how to make the model, how to walk the model, how to walk it. I have an idea to make it floaty. So let's go here. Let's just change the position. Let's make it float.
Oh,
That's
this
not
is
what I want.
perfect. Check it out,
That's not what
Lemus.
I want.
Let me download
Okay,
this.
is there any difference? I don't think so. So let's make it very high.
Pick this up.
Why is the Z not changing anything? Hmm. Medieval modular assets. That's very handy. The problem, man, I'm very confused. I cannot put this thing wherever I want. Why?
But like, put some big number there, like 100 or 1,000.
Oh, okay. So Marin was right. It needs to be a very big old boy number. Okay, that's still apparently too much. I'm very confused. You see what happened there?
Yeah, this is apparently following the convention that y is vertical, the vertical axis. So you just moved it sideways by changing the z.
So does that mean that Y is the
Why
like
wouldn't it be?
that's very weird. I think it's
It's
higher,
the same.
yes.
It's the same convention followed by Minecraft.
It's
Oh,
all the way
it is
to
that. Okay, so we can move it. So
And
it's actually perfect because we're gonna change this to a
Oh, but
var.
wait, you're loading GLBs. You want me to try to convert the cake to an object?
I think it's gonna lose the texture if you convert to an object.
The texture is not within the GLB. It's on the bean.
Yeah. But here's the thing: are you proposing to me to convert this to an obj?
This what? Where are you pointing?
No, on the tree
The
max.
GLTF, yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly because the GLTF has the information about the what to load, and I don't know if the OBJ does that. We can actually check that.
Hmm,
I
I
think it
see.
doesn't.
Scroll all the way down. Uh-huh.
I
Search
think this
for
is
like.
the most basic file format, man.
Mm, well, there might be a way to do it.
Oh, there might be a way. Okay, but now I want to make something cool. So I want to make the key binding. So
Get this thing here because it's.
read
Come on.
keyboard
This is
input.
too heavy. Okay, Lemon. Man, you can download. Where do I send a almost 400 megabyte file?
Uh,
Oh, you are Nix, so
so now,
use these here lemons. Can you open your
now
terminal?
I can open my terminal.
Actually, let me do the thing first. Let me set, and then you
Ooh,
open it.
okay, that's not that easy. That's not that easy because this is gonna be re-rendered every frame. That means that I need to save the position again in the state. Okay, that's okay. So let's change. Let's try to make something fun. So D A W S.
that doesn't work on my keyboard, by the way.
I know. Uh,
Here, lemons.
yeah. So
So,
maybe because of that, I actually should use the arrows.
do like this.
So
Like
game
do.
state model position. I'm gonna try in a moment. Get one moment. So
In case the people watching in the future or in the present, if there are any, are wondering why it doesn't work on my keyboard, is because I'm not using QWERTY.
yeah. So
What autistic format are you using? Dvorak or
Dvorak,
Telemark?
yes.
yes, he's using that.
That is very you.
Okay, so Magetta, just hold a moment. I'm almost finished here. So I'm gonna do
Mhm.
that. So how that should work? Space should make it go. Which key should we use to go down?
What do you mean down?
We have a 3D space and we have the orange bottle.
Right.
I'm making the bindings so then we're gonna be able to control its position in space.
Well, the arrow keys.
No, but the arrow keys is already I'm already mapping them to something.
Wait, what are you mapping then? Oh, you're saying like up and down,
Yeah, yeah.
like literally
There are
in
three
3D.
axes. There are three things.
Oh, so you're considering 3D.
So
So,
I'm using space bar to go up. So what
well, this
should we
is kind
use?
of like a
Control. Let's use
bad,
control.
yeah, but it's kind of a bad logic, right? It should have some physics.
Oh yeah, no, but we're gonna improve that later. Baby steps, baby steps. Model position. So if I move to the right, I'm gonna do a plus on there. If I want to do key up, I need to do Z instead because of the weird Minecraft convention. If I do down, I also do minus. And then these are the Y ones. Cool. So now, what should we do? It's easy. Man, this is so fucking easier than I thought. Holy fuck. We grab this thing, we go to the state, we actually don't need this anymore because we're using GOTF. Then we're gonna say this is the model position, and this is its values. This is its values. Um, cool. Then I need to do this. Yes, yes, sir. Of course. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if this is actually the correct thing. Hmm.
I'm pretty sure the enum tags will be wrong, but
Yeah.
that looks okay.
No, but is it down? There is a. Isn't supposed to be released or something? No, let's go with down for now.
Actually, is key pressed? Oh, is key down is if okay. Is key pressed is if it changed to being pressed, and is key down is if it's being held.
Yeah. Is key down has no member. Blah blah blah. Oops, I did nonsense. I need
Keyboard
nonsense.
key.
Yep, you are right. So can you
Yeah,
find?
keyboard keys. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just lowercase instead of all caps.
Okay, so Magetta, could you help me, man?
Help on what?
I need to learn more Emacs magics. Power. I need to be more powerful with Emacs.
Okay, what do you
So
want
I
here?
want to do the following. I want to select everything until the first closing parenthesis right now.
Until the first closing parentheses.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
how can I do that?
Control space,
No.
then Control and then right,
Control, then right.
and then right again. Then
And
just
now how
release
can
the
I
control.
just... No, no, no. Now I want to have this selected and I want to um, uncaps
Change
all
it to
this.
lowercase.
Lowercase
Yeah.
this.
So meta X, I think it's too lower. Too lower. Lowercase, I think. Just lowercase. That was a function. Wait, I used it multiple times. It's very handy because you can convert like between camera mode and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, upcase and lowercase.
Maybe it's downcase or something.
Downcase, yes, downcase word. Thank you, Maria.
Downcase word.
Downcase altogether
Oh,
without the man.
downcase.
One
There.
tip when you search on the
That didn't work at all.
what the heck
It should
happened?
be downcase region actually, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
selected word, I think.
Okay, so control and then control this. Oh, I forgot. I need to go back. Boom, 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 boom. That. Control right. Then meta.
Here's the thing.
Downcase.
Stop. One thing. Every Emacs function is with a dash, it's in kebab mode, right? That's Lisp.
Mm-hmm.
When you type something on Helm, I think you, yes, use this command. Press Y. Yes, I guess.
Now I just need to do this. Why did it only did in the first
Why
one
is
though?
okay? So go back. I'll teach you something that's easier to do than this. I maybe it's because of the garbage. So here's the thing: when you do something that will be repeated multiple times, um, you create a pattern and then you just follow it. In this case, since there is always two words, you can do this. Okay. Otherwise, you would have to do something more complicated, like a macro. So press Ctrl X and then Shift 9. It's gonna open a macro. Like open parentheses basically. So okay, so it's recording a macro. Everything you type, it will reproduce. Okay. So press Control Space
Control right.
and Control Right twice. Okay. Now Meta X down. Why is it? Okay.
I think it's this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now Control Left Left.
Control left left. You said.
Yeah. To go back. Now go down. Now press Control X Shift 0. That's gonna close the parentheses. So the macro is defined. Now, how many do we still have? We have 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. 5. So press Ctrl U, 5. Then you press Ctrl X and just A, like the letter.
That's
There
a
you
lot more steps, but I learned something. Cool. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's useful if you have something more repetitive, right? That's There's
Get
like
rid of the
1,000.
RL before the
Interesting.
keys enum thingies as well, because you don't need them.
Wait.
Oh, you don't need the qualification thingy.
Something
And we have a
happened.
viewer watching every
Really?
step.
What the heck is happening with my... No more matches found. Oh, this is the only error. I'm dumb. Okay. So, are you sure, Marinho, that this
Yeah,
thing exists?
just get rid of the RL. You don't need them. Or if you do want to qualify, you need to put like rl.keyboard key or something like that. Forget the exact name of the keyboard key if you want to qualify it, but there's no need to because,
There's no
well,
control. I'm gonna take a guess. Also no, maybe this.
it's left control or right control. You have to pick one.
So is it written like this or with all the vowels?
With all the vowels.
Cool. Ooh, okay. I need to hold the mouse. That's
Oh, it's
kinda...
walking.
Yeah.
I mean, I never seen an orange pop walk.
Yeah, what makes it so confusing is that the camera is also doing...
Maybe the arrow keys are moving the camera implicitly or something because of some default setting.
Ooh, that's a good hypothesis. So let's for a moment. I know, Marinho. I know. So right is D, left is A, up is gonna be W, and down is gonna be S. Okay. So, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so control. Okay. This is so cool though. This was man, it's so fucking easy. Like I'm so impressed.
It's like Snake, except the 3D, and you're an orange soda instead of a snake.
And there's another thing. It's completely screwed. Like I'm pressing A right now.
That's because you're moving through a fixed coordinate along the
Yeah. Yeah.
world, along the coordinate axis. Like you're moving. Your movement is not relative to the camera, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So yeah, but it works. It works. Now let's do what Magito wants. So croc, whatever, whatever. Is this what I need to run?
You need to first run the Nix stuff, right?
I need to obtain the thing.
Yeah.
Wait, Am I gonna download something from you?
Yes, you will.
Client.
Yeah, but it's an asset. Yeah.
Nix shell croc.
You're using the old shell, by the way. You're not
I
using
am.
the fork.
Then we can pick the command and there. Cool. And then I'm gonna do the oops. Boom. So I should have. Wait.
I'll be right back.
What did you do, Maggot?
So wait, did it download? It
Didn't
did.
download
Okay.
anything.
Uh,
Oh wait, depends.
not
Did the
ready.
things that
Maybe
you send
it's
are the
disconnected.
overrided?
Just give me a sec.
Oh, it failed the connection. I see.
Yeah, try again. Cause somebody downloaded it. So
Somebody download. That's
what
that's
was it hashing? I don't know.
it's hilarious. Okay, so
So
let's.
the password is. Maybe you need to specify the. But secure channel.
Oh, securing
What?
channel.
Okay, let me try it again. Just
Maybe
give me a sec.
peer disconnector.
Okay, you changed now the password. No, I mean, type. So okay, type croc 5680 Morris like double R dash nickel Spain.
Nope.
Not ready. Maybe pure disconnected. What the fuck, dude?
Let me try to use the flick one.
Like as far as I recall, you just needed that.
Croc. Cool. And then nope.
Croc send. What? That's all I ever used. Man, Victor transferred Blu-ray movie to me.
that's that's funny.
And it worked. Can you put like the name of the file after? Like put like ABC.
Wait,
No,
where?
I mean the same garbage, like more, yeah. ABC, and then.
ABC
Uh-huh.
with dash.
No, like anything, man. Just like space, ABC. No. That's not that's the password. Like yes, this. Enter receive code. What the fuck is this? Well, the receive code is the 5680 Morris. Try
Okay.
pasting that.
56
Hey,
80
copy and paste. Yeah, okay.
Nico Spain. Nope.
What the heck?
Not
Man,
ready.
okay, there is magic word. Let's try that.
And somebody downloaded. That's also important.
It's garbage, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so there is a
Do
medieval
I need
methods.
to enable a port or something? This always worked, man.
I have no idea. So
Anyway,
let's try
whatever.
to use your thing. So what is the medieval thing that you sent, by the way?
Oh, that works, but I wanted to send just a Parthenon instead of like some crappy structure, but that works. We're just testing anyway.
No, but we are getting there,
I
man.
have
Getting
I
there.
have used return. It's not very effective.
Maninho, have you downloaded what Magita was trying to send me before?
I haven't.
No,
Ooh.
I don't think anybody did. No.
Oh, replace all. Okay. So that's not. So just client. Boom. Ooh. Okay. Bud, are you okay? Did we suffer the same U16 nonsense again? I'm starting to think that. Man, we need to discover. That's my next task. Try to discover what the heck is going on. Do I need to enable some raylib flag or something? Models, 16 bits, 32 bits, raylib. Okay, so models, possible loss of data raylib. Aha! Aha! Wow. I'm very sad right now. They're saying that we need to use that's an alternative solution is to use an OBJ instead of a GLPF TF. That's very sad. That's very sad. Mm, I think we're gonna have to use OBJs, boys. Oh, I'm very sad about that. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Very sad. That's a lot of text. Blah 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 blah. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's try OBJ then. Let's try OBJ. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, so Mageto, could you try something for me?
What?
Could you pick the medieval thing in GLTF and try to convert it to OBJ for me?
I can.
Maybe the colors go along the way and I'm just stupid. Maybe.
I hope. Well, we know that, but if they go, that's another question.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the next step after today is to actually go to Postgres and implement the tiling. And I actually need to develop some sort of floor rendering mechanism for our stuff. It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. So probably a tile will be a struct in Zig, probably, or even in enum maybe. No, it needs to be a struct because I need to know its position. I need to know its position. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you?
Yeah,
Lots of stuff here.
because I need to be able to put in the grid, right? I need to know its
Don't you have?
position.
Don't you have like an array of enums?
Oh well, I can do that. That's an option.
So it generated this other file, mtl. Not sure what it is for, but check it out.
Okay, let's try. Let's actually try. So MTL also goes. Cool. Maybe they have these powers of like I can load extra stuff with me. No. Okay, cool. So let's go to character and let's change this guy to untitled obj. And let's see what the heck happens. Let's freaking see. Boom. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. So it managed to load the file successfully and to put the OBJ successfully. So 905 meshes, 9 materials, but could not render that to me. Hmm. I wonder why. Can you try to open Blender Magetta and open that OBJ file that you just generated?
Oh, I just did that.
Oh, I
Maybe
see.
try loading the MTL file instead.
Hmm. That's gonna be really weird if it works. Oh. Something happened.
Okay.
But
Oh,
where's
but it
the thing?
failed. It failed to load. That's why I'm looking at nothing. So it's saying
Oh,
failed to
okay.
load the model meshes data. Oh, I think the
Oh,
MTL is the meshes data. That's why there was a different message before here. So 905 meshes, 9 materials. So there's something about these files, or they get half cut. They get cut in half, or I cannot load them. But for some random reason, the teapot I can load it. I think. Yeah.
man, I find it particularly, and just deviating the topic, but just a comment here I found interesting.
Oops.
I find it funny how people tend to hate anything and everything, everybody on Instagram. It's quite impressive.
Oh, really?
Like there's this girl saying, uh, yeah, there's this girl saying that, hey, 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 I look ethnically ambiguous, right? And she's Brazilian, and then yeah, like she looks like any Southern European that you, the average Southern European you might look. Like she looks Italian, Portuguese, whatever. Um, and then like Brazilians in a comment are saying, "No, you don't look Brazilian. You're not Brazilian.
Wow.
You don't look," because she tagged in the video like I look Brazilian. No, 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 you don't look Brazilian. And the girl is like Brazilian. Like what the heck, bro? Are people
People
like
love to
what?
get mad, man. I don't really understand.
Yeah, like they. It's like I call it. It's the same thing that happens with. Uh, oh, that teapot is beautiful. Yeah, I'm downloading from this website, by the way. Can you send me this link? I have the. Yeah, because
Baguette
you need
will
to
hire
have an
someone to
account.
make the teapot for him.
Yeah, because you need to have an account to download.
Oh, okay. So please, please be an OBJ, please.
There are no objects on this.
There are no OBJs. Okay, so
Nature.
transform that to an OBJ for me then, please.
I can't download for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
3D's models.
yeah, I can't download these limbs.
Okay, so there's another teapot though. This one. Here, try this one.
No, but then there's no texture.
No, there is texture, but it's more boring.
Well, it looks like Dutch port garbage.
uh, free models. Teapot.
By the way, Mageta,
Hmm?
what were you going to say earlier about perfect numbers?
I don't remember.
Sorry about that.
Something.
Like
No,
we
no
were talking
problem.
about, I mean, you were talking about like the days of the week, how there's 7 days, and then you mentioned the Aztecs having a 13-day week.
It was something about Pythagoras. I don't recall what it was.
Yeah, and then you asked me about perfect numbers, and you were about to say something, but you never did.
I
And
never
it's my
did.
fault. I apologize.
No problem.
Uh,
I don't remember. If I do, I will bring this up.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Lemons. This I need texture, and I don't know how to do this on Blender. Blender. How to load?
But will it blend? Is the question.
Thank you, Marinho. I hate you.
okay, this one seems to be free. Do I need an account? No. Awesome.
Search for a kettle, like a
Cattle.
old teapot.
I actually just want teapot. I don't know why wood is there.
And search for a vase. I don't know, like you know those Greek vases.
Vase. Is it like this? No, not vaser.
Vase without the R. Yeah.
Vase.
Or jar, right? A jar is better, I think. Ancient jar. So
Okay. Ancient jar. Ancient jar.
or pot. That also works. Oh, that. Oh, okay, it's free. It's a Libre.
Okay,
Check
so
if there's no license, by the way. Probably you need to put there.
there's no license. There's no license in the in the zip.
Okay,
So
so
here's the thing. It comes with a jar diffuse, which is this, and it
which is
comes
a
with the
JPEG.
MTL file, and it comes with an OBJ. So let's try. Let's try to do the following. Let's try to just load the OBJ first and see what happens. Okay, but we need to start thinking about this because Magetta, you had a nice strategy, right? About using some 2D data and then using Blender to generate 3D data or something. Are we gonna do that still?
I had what?
You
Say it
had an
again?
idea that would allow us to make automatic 3D assets using GPT or and something.
Oh, I saw some stuff like with ChatGPT generating Python that you can render something on Blender, but it's kind of garbage to be honest.
Oh, it's sideways.
Looks like a dildo.
Yeah. Sideways. Why? But okay.
But have
Uh,
you ever watched the phallic object talk in Go?
not by name.
Let me find it here. It's a
Uh,
Brazilian, by the way, giving a talk.
oops.
Oh,
So if assuming that the MTL okay. So if we go to the Raylib,
the numberologist now.
there's no MTL here.
And actually,
Yeah.
you know what's my tag as I use Xenon? It's pointer ontologist, data analyst, not data like of data, of literally dada, like in Dadaism.
Yeah.
And oh man, I
Close.
forgot the thing here.
Uh, so this is a
Ah, damn
GPJ,
it.
which is better. So let's try. So ancient jar diffuse.
Just give me a sec. Let me turn on
I'm
my
gonna have to do that. And then we're
Sega
gonna
Saturn.
put the texture in there. We're gonna put the texture in there. Yeah. So nope. It is still not the thing. Where is the castle, man? Is there a link to the castle?
What?
This castle.
Well,
It
not sure.
seems that there's no castle for some reason, which is weird. Which is weird. I think now I can do what Marinho said also. Maybe. Nope, I can't.
Man, I'm so sad because I was playing this RPG that has 3 CDs. So it's very lengthy. It's called Panzer Dragoon Saga for the Sega Saturn. And I love the game. It's cool, but I advanced so much on the game already. I'm still on the first CD, but I'm almost on the end of it. And then I bought this EverDrive cartridge because I have the game, I have the CD here, but playing the game on the so it is actually an okay, so it's actually a jar. It's just looks
Yeah,
like
we
a
would have to rotate it a little bit, but
yeah.
I also don't understand why really can't support GPJs. Why?
Maybe you should
It's
ask on the
JPG actually.
yeah JPEG.
GPG. Okay.
Ask on GitHub. Open
Before
an
doing
issue.
that, I'm gonna try to actually convert one thing to the other because holy fuck.
Yeah, but anyway, there I got pissed because playing with the CD is kind of bad because if my drive decides to fail tomorrow, I'm screwed and I'll lose my save. So I bought this EverDrive cartridge that you plug on the top of your Saturn, and then you can play via an SD card, and it loads like awesomely fast. And I thank this Chinese dude that started this project. Uh, and it's open source actually, so you can edit whatever the way you want. The problem I have with it is that oh oh wow, it looks actually good.
I need to change the size of this monstrosity, but yeah.
Yeah, it is way too big, but and rotate it right.
Yeah, let's
Rotate it
discover how to do
from
that. So here. So 10 is a little too much. Let's put like 3. And there's also the fact that wait,
too
this is
big.
3? What? Is this
I
any
aren't you dividing the size?
No. That's the scale. This is the scale of the asset. How is 3 that big? That doesn't make any
Put a
sense.
half. Like okay, now it's more reasonable.
Okay, go up. Okay, it would be kind of nice if I could rotate it. So let's see if I can do that. That's not what I want.
Yeah, man. It will suck to do the engine. Like
It will be okay.
we can do it next session. I think it will be
It will be okay.
just set up a few commands so you can dump and
Aha!
save stuff.
So we will have 6 degrees of freedom.
Is that a reference?
uh, so, what is the difference between draw a model wires? What the heck is that nomenclature?
Isn't that like vectorial graphics? Like
Uh,
search for Red Alert. I love that game.
red alert game.
Virtual Boy.
Virtual boy.
Yeah, look at this beautiful game. Would you play this game?
Jesus!
Think of playing this on a VR. No.
Oh no, the Virtual Boy is the one that you use the VR.
Yeah,
But I was
Virtual
unaware it
Boy.
was monochromatic.
It is. It is
Jesus.
black and red, which is the
Wow.
worst combination that I
That's
think.
very bad. That's very bad. Okay, so we should discover what the heck is a wires. Draw a model wires with extended. What the heck is that?
It's just the wireframe, not without any filling. I've never
With
seen a wire. Search wire 3D model,
wire 3D
like
model.
wire teapot. Search that wire teapot.
Oh,
Yeah, like that.
I
The one
see.
below. The
I didn't
second
know
of the
that that had a name.
the third of the second row. That's exactly
Here.
what I mean.
Okay. Okay, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna use this one. Uh, we're gonna use this one. So let's go here and make that happen. So uh, this. So the model is easy. So then there's position, which is also easy. there. So the rotation axis, and then the rotation angle. So the rotation axis is actually a vector 3. Does anybody have an idea what does that mean? Uh,
It's probably a vector interpreted just as a direction in the sense of like, because in order to rotate something, you have to rotate it around something else, right?
yes.
This is like, okay, here's a line. It goes off in a particular direction. We're going to rotate around that line. I think that's what it means.
So, but which values I put in these things then to tell which axis is gonna rotate based on, I guess.
Uh, you probably need to set the just set y to 1, I guess.
And what's gonna be the angle?
Well, actually, no, that's not quite right. It needs to be. The thing is, I don't know which direction
Well, we can try
X
and
and
error.
Z are supposed to be. But it
Uh,
should be one of them because
is the angle in radians? Is the radian in
I think I
radian?
finally became my dad because I'm looking at quality soldering iron right now. Review.
What are you looking at? Quality what?
Soldering iron.
Oh, I have one of those.
But you have a quality one with
No,
a
no, no, no,
extremely thin
no, no, no,
tip,
no.
because that's usually a problem I have.
So the Marinho, what do you guess? Is this in degrees or in radians? Well, I guess we can see if it works. Cool. So,
Oh, look at this. Ah, man, dude. You know, man,
ooh,
like, you know the thing that I will never forgive? It's not even the usual stuff that people get angry, like, oh, corruption,
scale.
leftist. It's for him to enable that law, to enact that law that made our power plugs to have the third ground
Yeah,
thingy.
that's very bad.
Man, I'll never forgive Lula for that. That's the most damage he ever caused to Brazil.
um, okay, that doesn't seem that it worked at all. Um, now the reason why.
no, that actually raises an interesting question. What is it using as the origin point of the rotation axis?
That's a very good question. But now it disappeared. Have you noticed that? It it's just not here anymore. And I don't quite understand why.
You rotated it into the fourth dimension, and it's not rendered that there because it's 3D only.
Let's try putting a rotation axis there. Oh, okay. So what happens if I change this? So let's put X this time. Huh. So the 90 seem to have worked then. So if I put no axis, it doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know at all what to do. But if I put X and I put 90 degrees, so X, this is really confusing. Let's try the other one.
If you do Z, it's just going to rotate in place, and it's not going to look like it changed at all.
Yeah, that's correct. So what if? Okay, so I think it needs to be X then. It needs to be
It needs to
X.
be X.
But it is very wrong. What if we put 0 here?
It's not going to rotate.
Yeah, but we want it to rotate. So putting 90 degrees did it. So we want minus 90, I guess. Minus 90. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is quite a big jar still, though. And I want to test something else. The scale now is a vector. What happens if I change asymmetrically? Ooh.
Man, like the main pain of researching everything you do daily in English and then living in a country that doesn't speak English is whenever you need to research something, you don't quite know exactly the the name of things that you want to search in your own language. Like that's just weird.
Yeah, that's very weird.
Like those boards that like I think it's PVC, but I'm not sure.
Can I look
Is it
inside this thing? Oh, I can. Look.
boards? No, it's not PVC. What's the name?
No.
Board.
Oh, there it
Electronics
is.
PCB.
board. No, it's not a board, man. It's like a blue.
Okay, so the next step is to discover the U32 bug. We definitely need to discover that. But we should also discover how to do lighting. We should discover how to do lighting. This thing was surprisingly easy to do. Now the question is, how can we put as a model in a specific tile on the grid? So do we have grid functions? Grid. The answer is no.
Ah, man, you know those blue pads that you put
Hmm.
through like to not short circuit and to organize like screws and that kind of stuff.
Uh, search. Okay, we're gonna try to do the reverse engineering. Go to there is a website called Gamers Nexus.
Gamers Nexus.
Gamers Nexus, and they sell that type of stuff. And then we're gonna pick the name and try to translate it then. Okay, so it's Flux Project and Soldering Mat,
Yeah, but what's the name of that in Portuguese?
and here it is by the way. Looks
Yeah, I
nice.
found many
Looks
of these,
nice.
but what's the name of that in Portuguese? Come on.
You know, there's a hack that I do for that kind of thing whenever I'm in that unfortunate situation. What I do is this. I search for the thing I want in Wikipedia and then I just change the language.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but I don't think there's a
boys.
Wikipedia page for this, man.
I'm gonna finish the recording now, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
bye people.